I'd never considered life after basketball. I never knew what that looked like or how it could be so great. I've had to do quite a lot of work internally and on myself just to get myself back to a place where I feel confident enough to be who I am.
Lauren Jackson was a pioneer of Australian basketball. At her peak, she was one of the best women's basketballers in the world. She's won WNBA titles, MVPs, 4-time Olympian. Lauren was an amazing basketballer. Despite that, she had to navigate through some serious injuries with some chronic knee pain. However, that hasn't stopped Lauren from leading a motivated, fit and healthy lifestyle. This is Lauren's story.
Mum and Dad both played for Australia, so I guess I grew up wanting to be better than them. Not like them, better, because that's just how I was. And I think at the age of two, I said to my auntie, I'm going to represent Australia one day. Like I had this planned out in my head, like I knew from a really young age that I was going to be a basketball player. As a youngster, I probably was picked up in intensive training programs and things like that from the age of 11, 12. That was when they were giving me weight training programs as a baby. Like I really was young, so I really started this whole process from 11 or 12. I was doing that from a very young age. I was given shooting programs and Mum and Dad always had a basketball court out the back of our house. When I was a pro, especially when I was younger, I was so active. You know, I'd get up, I'd have training probably I'd be at the gym probably from 10 till 2. Toward the end of my career, it was just about maintaining my body and just making sure that I could get up the next day and go and play a game, you know, and that's sort of the evolution of athletes. They start young, they're great, they're active, got friends everywhere, it's, you know, it's sport, you're doing the things you love. But then after a while, it takes its toll on your body. Well, it did for me. Mentally dealing with those injuries, it took its toll. I think when I was young, I could have got through anything. So, you know, I had shoulder surgery, ankle surgery, Achilles, things like that when I was young. But in my mind, nothing could stop me. So that was what got me through rehab. As I got older, the injuries got worse and I hit 30, a degenerative knee issue popped up when I was playing in China, and that was pretty much the end of my career. I had about 15 operations on my knee trying to get me back and really rehabbed it to a point where it was strong. But I had contracts, you know, I had teams to go and play for, and I was pushing myself to get back out on the court, and I ended up tearing my ACL in the end, and I got a really bad staph infection in my knee, and that was what in 2016, which officially ended my career. As sad as it is, you know, mentally it took a massive toll on me, and it was very, very difficult. I'd never considered life after basketball either. I never knew what that looked like or how it could be so great. So the minute I actually retired, I felt like a moment of relief, but then I was like, well, what happens now? Like there's absolutely nothing here. I said I've had to do quite a lot of work internally and on myself just to get myself back to a place where I feel confident enough to be who I am. You know, I fell pregnant pretty quickly after I retired. I had to get over the injuries and the surgeries that I'd had, and then also I had to find a job and get educated and try and figure out this new life. So going to the gym wasn't high on my priority list or even exercising, but it's sort of gotten to the point where I'm like, no, I found myself, I feel good, internally I feel great, mentally I feel great. Now it's time to actually go and look great. Biggest motivator for me is being able to kick my boys' backsides out on the basketball court when they're, you know, 6'8", and I'm going to kick their butts on that court. They're going to have a mama who can beat them one-on-one. That's my motivation. It's a huge responsibility being a parent, and you know, I'm a single mum and I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's hard, it's a juggle, there's no doubt, but My goal is to take an hour each day to do some form of exercise and just stay active around the house. You know, it's just like it's a bit of a juggle. For me personally, starting my journey again back in the gym and trying to get the body back, I feel really positive and really motivated, and I'm happy. You know, it's a great space to be in. Like, who knows, if I get fit in the next year or so, I might even come back and make a NBL 1 appearance, you know. I really feel like if I can get my body back into shape and feeling good again, there's no reason why I wouldn't go back out on the court. I love it. Advice I would give to anybody that's starting out at the gym is just not to get disillusioned by it too quickly. Like, it's hard work, it's a journey. Like, you've got to put the hours in to get the results, but the minute you start, you're going to start feeling better about yourself, about your body, and about feeling better just in yourself and life. A good life is everything, it's all encompassing. It's nutrition, it's physical activity, it's your family. Has anyone been able to do life like so successfully that every aspect is just perfect? No, absolutely not. It's a juggle for sure. But I think the challenge is staying positive through it, and the only way to stay positive through it is to feel good about yourself one way or another, you know, and I feel like that, in my mind, that's a good life.